Hey y'all, Caitlin here from Caitlin Edwards Fitness with episode 3 on IGTV. So this week is your final week that I'm going to discuss fascia. You guys are probably thinking I'm beating a dead horse, but there's just so much going on with it that's just not out there, and I think there's just so much that I want to address and teach you guys and tell you about, because to me it's become so important. So the first episode we talked about how to keep your fascia fluid and what it is. The second one we addressed what scar tissue is, which is really just an extension and an overproduction of the fascia from your collagen when damage occurs. But this week I wanted to discuss ways that we can break through that scar tissue and break through tension that you may have in your fascia. The benefit of doing so means that you would allow for a better neuromuscular connection. So more of your muscle fibers would be firing, which you want ultimately, right? It would take away any compensation that you have occurring in your muscles, which allows the body to perform much better, much more efficiently. And let me come back to that idea of more muscle fibers firing. So when you hear more muscle fibers firing, you think of what fuels that, and that's calories. So if more muscle fibers are firing, you will be burning more calories. So you can go into the gym, you're going to be moving much better, you're going to be moving much better in your life. You're relieving tension, so you're going to feel better. Hopefully your chronic pain will dissipate, which is really the ultimate goal. If you move well, you'll feel well. If you move better, you're going to feel better. But in the long run, the idea is the fascia does take roughly 6 months to realign itself. And the best way to do this is through deep muscular contractions, right? And I'm not talking about the contraction that everybody is used to working in. And I will show you when people do like a bicep curl, everybody focuses in the gym on concentric contractions, okay? And a concentric contraction is the shortening of your muscle fibers. So for example, a bicep curl. So here's the bottom. This is the concentric phase of the bicep curl, is the up motion. There's 2 other contractions in the body. There's the eccentric phase, which is the lowering and the lengthening of the muscle under tension. This is the contraction that I really want to talk about today, that's really going to help your body really break through the scar tissue and help realign your fascia. This is what's going to give you that long, lean look in your muscles. It's going to help you gain range of motion. It's going to help you with strength gains immediately for both the range of motion and the strength gains. And it's going to help you relieve chronic pain. So there's also one last contraction I do want to mention, and we won't really talk about it much after this, is the isometric contraction. It's contraction if you think about holding a plank. It's just the movement where it's static, it's not dynamic, and you just hold. That's a muscular contraction. It's called isometric. So there's the concentric, which is the shortening, the eccentric, which is the lengthening, and the isometric, which is just a hold. So the eccentric, why am I so hyped up on this one, is because it's lengthening the muscle under tension. This is actually where you get the little tiny tears in your muscle fibers that heal and creates the muscle tissue. Oftentimes we see people just so focused on getting the weight up and they let it fall right back down quickly. What I like to do is slow down that eccentric contraction. So I do this one-on-one with my clients. I'm hands-on, and I go through these motions. I do everything very slowly, and they're opposing everything that I do. You can take this in the gym, and the idea of it is it's called a negative. A lot of people use this really to gain muscle tissue in a specific area or to make strength gains in a specific area. but it can do so much more than that, and especially if you did your entire body. It is so beneficial. But if any of this is resonating with you, I am coming out with an 8-week Lean Babe Challenge. It's called the Lean Babe Challenge, where I will incorporate and teach you guys how to do these eccentric workouts at the start of your week so that we are able to open up those muscles. I take you to the gym and you're burning more calories. You're creating that long, lean muscle mass, not the short, bulky muscle mass, but nice, long and lean, that effect that everybody's going for because it makes you look taller and thinner. And from there, just leaning and creating those beautiful, natural, feminine curves that all women want. So it's a Lean Babe Challenge. It's an 8-week challenge. If you are interested, it will be available. It does start on August 6th. I will have a grand prize winner who will win $200, as well as free entry into the next level of the Lean Babe Challenge, Lean Babe Challenge Level 2. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. So it is absolutely possible to free up your body and free up your fascia and free up your muscles and have a more efficient workout, reduce chronic pain, and just have a freer body, burn more calories in the gym. It's absolutely possible. If you have any more questions about anything I've mentioned today, please shoot me a DM. I'd be so happy to talk about this, or better yet, comment below the video so that everybody can see it, because I want to talk about this with everybody out there. I want everyone to know. I also want to give a shout out and a special thanks to Neil Donat, my mentor, who taught me his system, muscular recalibration, which has completely changed my training and how I approach my clients. It's been wonderful. He's coming out with a book the end of this month. Keep a lookout for it, you guys. Alrighty. Cheers.